We are T minus 4 minutes from liftoff. Just heard on the nets that we are go on weather. Falcon 9 is moving into the final stages of countdown. Vehicle is looking healthy. At this point, the first and second stages have nearly 1 million pounds of that rocket-grade kerosene RP1 fuel on board and liquid oxygen. And the clouds that you're seeing there around the second stage is from actually that super chilled liquid oxygen. We do periodic vents. You actually just saw one there as we continue to top up those propellant tanks until the T-minus 2 minute mark. And when that cold oxygen comes into contact with the moist Florida air, it actually causes water vapor to condense and form actual clouds around the vehicle. Now we're expecting the first stage to finish up prop loading, so it'll close out LOX loading just under 10 seconds from now. And the second stage will be shortly after at about T-minus 2 minutes. Now about T-minus 60 seconds, Falcon 9.
Load closed out.
There's that call out for LOX load closeout. About T-minus 60 seconds, Falcon 9 will transition into startup. That means that the rocket's internal flight computers will have taken over the launch countdown. And they will continue to have control of the vehicle all the way through the rest of the mission. At this point as well, the Starlink payload is continuing to look healthy. No issues being tracked by the Falcon 9 team at this moment. Weather is go for launch. Range is currently green for launch. Coming up around T-minus 2 minutes, we'll hear a second call out here for stage 2 LOX load complete.
Stage 2 LOX load is closed out.
Beautiful shot of pad 39A with the crew tower to the next of it. Not using that today. Coming up shortly here, we'll actually see some venting from that large truss structure on the left-hand side of the vehicle. You can see it starting there. That truss structure is what we refer to as the transporter erector. That's what rolled out Falcon 9 to the pad and provides electrical power as well as the propellants that we've been loading into the vehicle. At this point, we're just venting out liquid oxygen that is in the lines on the transporter erector before transitioning into the final steps before liftoff.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
So with that call out, Falcon 9 is now on autonomous internal control. Coming up, we'll hear from the launch director, see if they will give their final go for launch.
LD is go for launch.
So with that, Falcon 9 teams ready to go, vehicle ready to go, weather and range ready to support. Why don't we listen in to these final 30 seconds of terminal count.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Stage 1 flight press.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
We're pitching down range.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
T plus 40 seconds, Falcon 9 successfully lifting off from launch pad 39A at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. We're taking that Starlink orbit to its first, Starlink satellites to its first targeted orbit and eventually a circular orbit. We actually just throttled down for maximum dynamic pressure, or max Q, on those 9 Merlin engines. We'll expect to hear that call out here shortly.
Equals supersonic. Max Q.
So call out there for having gone through the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure. That's when the loads on the vehicle are the highest from the combination of our velocity, but increasing while the density of the atmosphere decreases. Coming up in just about a minute, we will have 3 events happening back to back. First will be main engine cutoff, or MECO. That's where we'll shut down those 9 Merlin engines. You can see the plume expanding from them on the back of the rocket here. That'll be in preparation for stage separation. Now, stage separation is where the first and second stages will separate. First stage will continue on a parabolic trajectory towards the drone ship, while the second stage continues on to the final event, or second engine start number 1. That's where that Merlin vacuum engine will ignite. And once it lights up, it'll propel the second stage along with Starlink satellites into orbit. Actually heard earlier that we've started chill-in on the turbo pumps of the Merlin vacuum engine to get it ready for that full flow of propellant and oxidizer. So coming up just about 12 seconds from now, expect to see MECO, its main engine cutoff, then stage separation, and then at about T plus 2 minutes and 45 seconds, second engine start number 1.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
So there is successful stage separation and second engine start. You can see the grid fins deploying on the left-hand side of your screen. That's the first stage. On the right-hand side of your screen is the Merlin vacuum engine starting to glow brightly with the heat of that combustion reaction.